guys, it's me, and today I'm reacting to Walls by Tomlinson, the album. Yeah, I was unsure for a while if I should do this or not, and then I thought, well, if you're not gonna make a video about it, you probably are never gonna sit through the whole album, because that's the kind of person I am. So I decided to do so. So here we are. Kind of my history on the One Direction solo works. I have to say, in the beginning, I didn't stand either of them. Oh god. I've never liked singing solo music, but that's just because it's not really my style of music. I feel like there's nothing really wrong with it, but I just... And same thing for Niall. And then Harry, I wasn't convinced on Sign of the Times. And then one day, I listened to his entire album and I was like... Excuse me? So, yeah, I love Harry. Solo music. And then Liam and Louis started off their solo career rough by just releasing very generic music, and I was just like, I don't know how I feel about this. And then Liam continued that way, and recently he has said some questionable things, and I just so forget about him. Louis, the reason why we're here today. His first couple of singles that were released I didn't really like because it just sounded very generic and like nothing really special, so I wasn't sold on them. And then Two of Us came out, which at first I wasn't gonna listen to because I didn't expect anything of it. And then like my feed was full of it. It wasn't my YouTube recommend. I was like, sure, if y'all want to bully me into listening to it, I will. So I listened to it and I was blown away. Like, whew, that song was And then I ended up watching some of his interviews, and he has said that those first singles were him just trying to make music but not really like making what he wanted to do and like trying to find his way. And that's also the reason why it's taken so long for him to release an album, because it took him a while to find his style, kind of. And now this is supposed to be it, and I feel like I should give him a chance. Because, you know, this is supposed to be like his style of music. It's what he stands behind, where his heart is in, and I'm like, sure. That being said though, I haven't listened to any of the singles besides Two of Us because I'm trash. No, I was really bad at staying up to date with music. It was like the last half of the year because... So, yeah. We're here today. I only know Two of Us. Let's get started. This album has 12 songs, it's 39 minutes long, and starts off with Kill My Mind. So that was Kill My Mind, and I really like it. I like just like the vibe of it, and I'm very bad at explaining music, but I don't know, it's a bop. That's what I'm gonna say. It's fun. I'll play this definitely a lot because it's like high energy. It's fun, but oh well, I really like the song. Let's move on. Don't Let It Break Your Heart. I really like this song a lot. It's so hopeful and happy in a way. It's like it deals with more like sadder things, but it does it in a very hopeful way, which makes it a little bit happy as well. And I just feel like, oh, this song is just... I love this a lot. It's beautiful. I like the melody of it. I like the message of it. I love the lyrics. This one was great. I don't have a lot to say about it, but it hit, and I love it. So, yeah. Then we are moving on to Two of Us, which I already know and love, but I'm still gonna listen to for you. So I will keep you day and night, here until the day I die. I'll be living one life for the two of us. I will be the best of me, always keep you next to me. I'll be living one life for the two of us, even when I'm on my own. Okay, so that was Two of Us, which I already knew I loved and still hits. After all this time, it still hits. And yeah, I again like this song. What I like most of this, because I have been lucky enough to never really experience the death of a loved one, and I know I'm very lucky for that, and I'm very grateful for that as well. But what's great about this song is that even though I've never experienced what he's saying, I can feel his emotions. I don't know if that makes sense, but I can feel what he's trying to convey, even though I've never personally felt it, and that's to me always a great signifier. I don't know. To me, that's like the biggest signifier that the song is like fantastic, and this definitely is. Also, what I like about it is that yes, it's about the death of his mother, but it isn't a sob story. It can get you emotional, but it's more of a love letter to his mother rather than being sad. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm gonna move on because I don't like to stay in sadness. So let's move on to We Made It. Another song I really like. Oh my god. I wasn't expecting to like love each song, which doesn't make sense. But I don't know. Because the thing is, the only song I've heard of this album before is Two of Us, and I love that song, like I mentioned before. And it's a very special song, so I didn't know if the rest of the album would live up to it, but it's doing it. It's doing it so flawlessly. And yeah, I love the song. We Made It. It's great. I love songs that are about like, hey, we went through a lot, but look where we are now. Nobody thought that we would get here. Really looked at us like in the beginning, and I love songs with that kind of message in. There's a couple, and this is one of them, and then one of the better ones of them. I like it, and yeah, like I know it's technically about a relationship, but I feel like it's also can be applied to so many more different things, and I like it. Okay, next, Too Young, which is one of my favorite Sabrina Carpenter songs, so it's gonna be hard to live up to. That was Too Young, and again, I really loved it. I think it's beautiful, it's sweet, and yeah. It's kind of the opposite messaging of Too Young by Sabrina Carpenter, which I mentioned earlier as a joke. I don't know why needed to say that, but well, I like this song a lot. It's just beautiful and it's sweet, and yeah, there's not really too much to say about it. I'm sorry. Let's move on to Walls, which is the title track. So it should be the most important one of the album. Let's go. Okay, all of these songs are unfairly good. Like, okay, so this song again, I like in the messaging of it, and I feel like it shows a more vulnerable side, and I like that as well. And I get why this is the title track, even though like I still have half of the album to go, but I get why it is because I don't know, it kind of it's a great way to start your career with, you know, your solo career with, to be what was I gonna say, to be like I've had these walls up for a while, but I've grown taller than them. They all have fallen down, and I like I think that's a great message to start off your like career with, because I don't know, it just shows like I'm ready to be open in a way, and I like that. So yeah, moving on. Habit. Okay, so this song, again, I really like. But I feel like, I don't know, this is true. Because, I don't know. But I feel like this is a song to like the fans in a way. Because at first I thought it was, oh, it's a kind of love song. But then there were too many One Direction references that I was like, maybe it could be like a message towards the fans, which I like. Or maybe just like a message to the rest of the band. I don't know. But I feel like it's more to the fans than to the band. I don't know if that makes sense. Because mainly it's about him kind of having to grow as a person and it taking time and it being difficult and being like, thank you for sticking around because I can get away from you. So it's nice that you stayed around. I don't know if that makes sense how I'm explaining everything. But yeah. Yeah, the song I really like. Oh my god. We're over halfway through the album and I love each song. Louis Tomlinson. What You Doing to Me. Next song is Always You. Now the song I loved, who's surprised? At this point, who's surprised that I love a Louis Tomlinson song? What's happening to me? So, Always You, again, I really liked. I thought, again, it was very sweet and romantic in a way. And I liked the melody, it was very fun, and the beat, and I liked it. And then I have a lot to say about this song. I like it, but like, no deep analysis of it. It's very straightforward. And yeah. Next song is Fearless. You don't even need to say it at this point. I love this song as well. Oh god. This song, again, I really liked. I liked the messaging of it. I think it was fun. No, not really fun. Because it's a bit slower. But, I don't know, I like the messaging of it. And I feel like I'm young, so I'm not really relating to it as much as someone else might. But still, I think this is a great song with a great messaging. And I love, like, those kids playing at the end. I like that. Let's just say this now when there's 3 more songs to go. But Louis Tomlinson is a genius and I love all of his music. Next, Perfect Now. Did you guess it? I love this song. This song was it was so beautiful and just sweet and romantic and everything you want from a song like this. And like I look up the lyrics on genius.com because I like following around with the lyrics because otherwise the song doesn't register in my brain. And on the side it said that Louis said about the song is kind of an extension of What Makes You Beautiful, but I feel like it's an extension of so many One Direction songs. And yes, I like, and he mainly wrote this song for like the fans because kind of as like because it's One Direction-esque, so like, you know, to show that he doesn't like hate One Direction. That he wrote this song mainly as like a part of the song is just kind of showing the fans that it was this extension of like One Direction song is kind of an homage to One Direction in a way, and that's why he wrote it, part of it. And I think that's great because first of all, it's a great message to always put out there. There's plenty of songs that are like, don't be insecure, you're beautiful the way you are, but I still think that's the best message you could put out there as an artist because we don't say it enough, let's be honest. And yeah, I think Louis did it in a beautiful way, in a romantic way, and I like it. Next song is Defenseless. again, we stand. I don't really know what to say about these songs anymore, besides just being like, yes, I love this, next. It's just so good, you know? And again, like the messaging of the song about being vulnerable, I like it, and yeah. It feels so repetitive because I'm constantly saying, I love this, I love this, I love this, I love this, but it's the truth. Let's just move on to the last song, which is Only the Brave, and it's under 2 minutes long. So, let's go. And we end this album like we started, in love. I mean, with the songs. Oh god, this I really liked. I liked the sound of it a lot. It was very different, but I don't know, it also sounded very raw and honest, and I don't know, I think this was a great ending to the album. Just simple, honest, raw, emotional, beautiful, you know, I don't know. I thought it was a great ending to the album, and again, I like it. So now, we're getting to the point where I give you an overall review and my top 3 favorite songs of the album, which is probably gonna be the hardest top 3 I have ever made because all of these songs blew my mind. Overall thoughts. Like mentioned before, all of these songs blew my mind. I absolutely loved every single song on this album. And yeah, usually that doesn't happen because most of the time, even if it's an album I absolutely adore, there's some songs there I'm like, eh. But this one, this was great and I wasn't expecting it. I feel like it also shows like a wide range of emotions, so no matter what mood you're in, you'll have like a song to put on, and I think that's great. And I feel like the whole kind of like theme of this album was more being honest and vulnerable and telling your truth to the audience, and I really like that. Louis opening up, and I definitely makes sense then why the title track is Walls. It fits perfectly. And I don't know, I like this album a lot, and yeah, highly recommend if you go listen to it if you haven't yet, because it's great. Also, a thing I've noticed is that he sounds very British in his songs, which I wanted to make notice of because usually, at least with like British artists I've listened to, they sound pretty American in their songs. Like Harry, for example, like you from just listening to his songs, you wouldn't be able to tell that he's British, but I feel like you can very well with Louis, and I also like that because it, especially in a theme of like this album, just being very open and honest and himself, I feel like it makes sense that his accent is also very prevalent. This album gets a double thumbs up, even though like I don't do ratings, but like I feel like I need to do this because it's amazing. I don't know what else to say. It's great. Highly recommend. Now my top 3. It's gonna be a difficult one. I think number 1 is gonna be Two of Us, because reasons. I don't know. Two of Us. I just feel like it needs to be 1. Then I'm gonna go number 2. Don't Let It Break Your Heart, and number 3, Perfect Now. That's my top 3 at the moment. So recap: top 3 of the moment: Two of Us, Don't Let It Break Your Heart, and Perfect Now. That was so difficult. I was still questioning myself. But like, it seems right, doesn't it? Yeah, okay. That's top 3. Locked in. At the moment. Honestly, this is one of the top 3s that is definitely going to change over time. Because right now it was already very difficult. So it's going to depend on what mood I'm in, which ones I'm going to like more and stuff. But, oh. Yeah, I wish I could say like the top 3 is just this entire album. Because god damn it was so good, and I wasn't expecting, I don't know why, but I wasn't expecting it to be this good, but I'm glad it is, because Louis deserves the recognition. Yes, because nobody talks about him, by the way. Just fun fact, almost no one talks about him. Like Harry, very popular at the moment, deserves it, makes great music, and then Zayn, like kinda talked about, but like not really, but like people know him and his music. And then Liam right now is just a figure. And Niall also is kind of like popular, but like, but like Louis is kind of just like brushed over. Like everybody forgets about him, besides like the Directioners, of course. And I'm just like, he doesn't deserve it. Like, he should be up there with Harry because both of their music is so good and mind-blowingly good and so well done, and you can tell that they make their own music and put so much of themselves in it and so much passion, and oh my god. Louis Tomlinson, I love you. And now I want to check again if he's coming to Belgium, because I know he announced this tour, but I didn't really pay much attention to it. Now I want to check again because I need to see all of these songs live so much. So yeah, this is my reaction to Walls by Louis Tomlinson. Let me know in the comments section below what you thought of this album, as well as like your top 3 songs. And I guess I'll see you guys next time. Good.
Here I am again, the same old situation.